Hello, good afternoon, and welcome to our channel once again. Sweden is currently open for all international students, for all international community wishing to study both bachelor program or any postgraduate program, masters and even PhD. Yes, they are currently open. All universities are currently open for the spring semester. Okay, and I'm going to be showing that to you. If, of course, Sweden is in the EU, which means the student residence permit that is going to be issued to you in Sweden give you access to all EU countries. Okay, it allows you free mobility to be able to access all other countries. There are many job opportunity in Sweden, so which means after you study, if you want to live in Sweden or reside in Sweden, it gives you access to be able to find a job, secure a job, and be a contributor to the growth of the economy. Now, I mean, Sweden is a very beautiful country, and I'm very sure that you will enjoy Sweden as an international student. It's a very open economy that allow everybody to be able to come in and contribute to the growth of the economy. It gives all students, what if you are a student, it allow you to be able to access up to 40 hours of work per week. So which means you can be combining work and study together if you have the capacity. Now, the average range of tuition in Sweden is almost similar to what you will have in other EU country like Luxembourg and the likes. I mean, the average tuition in Sweden is around 4,000 euro to 7,000 euro, depending on the course that you want to do, depending on the program of choice. Okay, and some of these institutions they allow you to be able to pay this tuition in installment. So that is an arrangement that you have to inquire from the finance department in every institutions to see if they allow you to be able to access instrumental payment. And many of these institutions as well also have international scholarship, which allow you to be able to access up to 30% to 100% scholarship, depending on your first degree and depending on your qualifications and experience. Okay, some of these scholarships are readily available to all international communities. So each website or each school website that you access, you just need to be able to deal deeper with them to be able to see the different scholarship opportunities that are open for each of the program that they are running. An application fee is around 90 euro to 100 euro, depending on the course as well and the faculty that you are submitting your application for. Now, I'm going to be showing to you the general website in which you can access all the open bachelor and postgraduate programs that are available for all universities in Sweden. Okay, it's called universityadmission.se. Universityadmission.se. Now, let's quickly talk about, before we access that website and see the various study programs that are available, let's quickly talk about the document that are required for accessing bachelor program or accessing postgraduate, master's, or PhD program. For bachelor program, you need your international passport and you need your O level. And depending on what O level that you have available, be it WAEC, GCE, those are the O level that are mostly acceptable by all institutions in Sweden. And of course, you also need a letter of eligibility. This is mostly offered or issued by Ministry of Education in every country, which affirm that your O level give you access to makes you to be eligible to be able to access higher education or university education. So this is one of the documents that you also need to have at your disposal. And some of the school might also ask you for your secondary school transcript. Yes, some of them might also ask you for your secondary school transcript. Now, for postgraduate, if you are going to access postgraduate education, you need your degree certificate, degree transcript, and your international passport. So if you are going for master's program, your degree certificate, degree transcript, and your international passport is what you need to have. And of course, you can also ask for what is called English proficiency certificate. It's a certificate that gives you exemption to be able to, for some of the school that might ask you to provide proof of English. with that certificate, it shows to them that you were taught for your bachelor program, you were taught in English. So you don't necessarily have to provide any proof of English again, but some of them might still require you to do Duolingo, which is one of the easiest proof of English exams that are all over the world. So it's one of the easiest. Of course, IELTS is there, and the Pearson test of English is also there. So anyone that you have available. But generally, if you can get an English proficiency certificate from your school, you can access some of this waiver to be able to, enroll in any postgraduate program and be taught in English, because majority of some of the courses that are taught in Sweden and on this website are taught in English. And we are going to assess that together. And one of the beauty of going to study in Sweden now is the fact that they now collect their visa application at the comfort of your house. You can apply for study permit or study visa or residence permit in Sweden as a student at the comfort of your home. You don't have to go to anywhere. And of course, we are also going to check that together. It's called migrationvacate.se, and I'm also going to show that to you as well. So let's start with how to access university education in Sweden. And like I told you, it's called universityadmissions.se. So what I'm going to share my screen with you, and we'll check some of this information together. So once you go on Google and you type universityadmission.se, it's going to load and bring you to this page. And this is the page where you can access the different opportunities as a student that are available in Sweden. And like I said, the applications just opened from June 3rd, and it's going to last up until next month. Okay, so which means you have all the time to be able to apply for your admission. Of course, most of these websites require you to create an account before you can access any open positions that are available. So for instance, this is the spring opportunity that are just open for 2026, and they also have autumn 2026, autumn 2025 is also available. So of course, in your applications, you are the one that will decide on when you want to resume your study. Okay, so and let's assume and as you can see, apply to all of the master's program that are available, apply to the bachelor program that are available, and the date and deadline that you need to put at the back of your mind. So let's quickly check some few things here. Now let's say you want to check the open opportunity that are available for bachelor. Okay, so you can just click on that, and of course it will, like I said, it will ask you to create an account, and then before you can access the open positions that are available. So once you create an account, that is when it will allow you to be able to access the opportunity that are available. But of course, there are also many informations that are available in here. So let's say for you want to search for business administrations as a course, you want to search for this course that is available. So if it is showing in yellow, that means it is not open. But if it is showing in green, that means it is open. So as you can see, application period from 2nd of June till 15th of August. So let's assume you want to see the details of these statistics and data analysis for business administration. You want to see this course that is available, and then first tuition fee installment, and the total tuition fee is this. And of course, the period spring, that is 2026, course start date 23rd of March till 7th of June. Teaching course, it is a full-time job. Sorry, it's a full-time study program, and the language of instruction is in English. Okay, especially most of the courses that are taught in English, the language of instructions might be a little higher anyway, but at least it's still, if you convert it to euro, it's still around 7,000 to 8,000 euro anyway. So now, and that is that. So if you're now interested in the course, you can click on this link. It will take you directly to the website of the institutions that is offering it, and you'll be able to read more information, requirement, document, and everything, and submit your application. So that is that about this particular one. As you can see, it is for bachelor. It is for bachelor program. And if you are interested in any of the master's applications that are available. You can also, open it. See, this one is for master's economic crisis and business in global history. This one is for master's program. If you are interested in it, you can click on the link and it will take you to the university that is offering the course. So there are many of the courses that are available. This is for Bachelor in Finance. Okay, many of the courses, and then so you can, as you can see them in green, they are there. They just open managing innovations and entrepreneurship, and then you'll be able to see. And it's also a master's program taught in English. So essentially, most of the ones that are taught in English, they might be a little on the high side because, of course, Sweden is not an English-speaking country, and if you are going to study in Sweden and you want to study in English, you might have to pay a little higher as an international community. And EU applicants don't pay any tuition fee. As you can see here, EU and EEA citizens are not required to pay any tuition fees. Even application fee, they are also exempted from application fee. That is one of the benefits of being an EU citizen anyway. But international community students, they pay tuition fee to access English programs in Sweden. Now, let's assume you've now secured admissions, you've gotten an enrollment letter or admission letter, and you have secured your place for any of the admissions that you want in Sweden. Okay, so what you just need to do is to go to a website called migrationveket.se. Migrationveket.se. Of course, you will also create you also register an account with them as well to be able to access any applications or submit your visa applications online. Okay, so you want to apply. Okay, so let's assume you want to apply for visa. So of course, they are now going to ask you what type of visa application you want to apply for, visiting, work or study. Your own is going to be study. Okay, so you have to go for study, and then once you click on study, it's going to load you what type of study program are you going for. Are you going for doctoral study program, bachelor program? Are you coming in for family reunifications? Are you coming in for postdoctoral? So you have to choose what options you are going to Sweden to study for. So yours is going to be studies at higher educations. Okay, so you click on that, and it's also going to load to you the different requirements that you need to have available. So more about different forms of higher education. So then you'll be able to see all that is required from you with respect to the course, with respect to how long can I get a residence permit. They frequently ask questions, and then once you are ready and then you have all the necessary informations to be able to submit your application to them, you click on apply. And then once you click on apply, it's going to take you to a particular page where you will also see more information to the electronic service for graduate and undergraduate program. And then you click on it, you answer all the necessary questions, you submit your visa application, you submit all your documents, you scan everything to them online, and they will communicate to you via online. So that is what makes Sweden to be one of the interesting relocation destinations for the year 2025 for all international community, because everything can be done at the comfort of your home without having to go to any embassy or travel down to anywhere to apply for visa or to apply for a study program in Sweden. So this is Sweden opportunity for all international applicants, and I'm very sure that if you explore the different the different scholarship opportunity and the study program opportunity that are available at different institutions in Sweden, you will be able to, majority of you are even going to be studying for free because of the different scholarship opportunity that are available in their portal. There are many institutions in Sweden, so that's why I won't bore you with going through each of the universities to check for their scholarship, but they are available because I've seen them, I've checked them, they are available. You just need to be able to do your due diligence, research them, apply for it, and you will definitely get it. So this is the information that I quickly want to bring across to everyone. And this is Japa with their day. For those of you that are just coming across our channel, if you have not subscribed to this channel, please like and subscribe to this channel so that by the time we drop informations and relocation tips to be able to hit your Japa this year, you will be the first person to get notification. So we come your way next time with another juicy informations and relocation opportunities. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to share this video to your loved one. And please give this video a thumbs up. Bye bye for now.